Hey everyone, it's Adam here with GYV, and I'm giving you an update video about the garden and the new expansion area of the garden. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this section of the new garden, but my game plan is that I want to prepare this new section of grass that's directly behind me into this year's fall garden. And I'm planning on starting our fall garden September, and that's leaving very little time, being that this is like mid-July. So 6 weeks from now, planting in the ground directly behind me, and it's just grass and, in essence, virgin soil behind me here in Florida. So let me give you a tour of what that is, and I'm going to tell you my game plan of making this happen. I don't know if I can do it. The garden might not the soil might not get ready enough for the garden, but I'm gonna give it the old college try and see if I can make this happen and try to document as much as I can for y'all in this process. So let me show you what I got. So here to my left is my 1,200 square foot garden. Over here, my shed and my pool over there. I got this chain link fence right here. I'm gonna have to probably put a gate through it. And then right here is the garden. So not too long ago, I planted these Areca privacy hedges because we live right next to a church, and there's another road not too far over, a main road in our town. I have a fig tree right here I planted. I plan on maybe just leaving it here, get the benefits of the garden. I might not, I don't know, depending on it. But I plan on extending the garden all through here. After walking it off, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to add about 2,000 square feet of garden, taking this 9-row, 20 foot long 9 rows in my original garden over here, and bringing them out and adding another 15 more rows to the garden. Maybe more. Maybe my math's off there, but it's going to be big. So maybe I call this the big garden and not the small garden. Not sure, but so the plan is I am going to get out my torch weeder and torch weed as much as I can. I've never used my torch weeder. I don't know its capabilities. I hope that I don't have the fire department coming out here and saying you can't do this, but I'm gonna crank it up and see how that does. And then I am going to till it in, and then I am going to put the any kind of soil amendments that I have. I have alfalfa pellets. I purchased approximately like 200 pounds of alfalfa pellets. I have peat moss, I have cow manure compost, and I'm just going to till all that into this new ground, hopefully not running into too many major roots, stumps that's all hidden underneath this Bahia grass. And once I do that, I have Sudan grass cover crop I was gonna put in here and let it chill for about a month with the grass growing, and then chop that down and do some light tilling and build the beds. So that's the game plan. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tripod, show you guys what I'm doing. Hopefully my idea works. Hopefully I don't burn down the neighborhood, but I will have safety precautions. I'll get a hose, I'll have a fire extinguisher out here, and I will do small areas at a time under a controlled management method so that I don't do anything stupid. So let's do this. All right, here I am. I am setting up my flame flame weeder. That sounded so bad. But I bought this, it's a torch designed for burning weeds in your garden. It's an organic method of maintaining or maintenance of weeds, so that you don't have to use any harsh chemicals. So I have a 20-pound propane tank. I am supposed to hook this up in here. Oh my goodness. Alright, so it screws in here. So I'll do that off camera. And then it has a automatic starter, gauge to control it, and give it some gas. Trigger, 6-foot hose, and I'm going to attempt to use this flame weeder to expedite the process of getting rid of the grass and weeds that are in the area before I till, and wish me luck. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this thing up and for the first time and see how it goes. Alright, so I have the flame weeder attached to the propane. I just tested it for the first time, and it's something else, and I'm going to do this here with one hand for y'all. So right here, you turn the dial, turns on the gas. You kind of hear it. And I hit the button, and then this is and there we go. So it's working, and we are in business. See you out in the field. All right, we're about to try out the flame weeder. I'm all set up. I believe I've taken all the proper safety precautions. I have my fire extinguisher over here hung up on the palm tree, and I have a garden hose set up so that I have water. So all I need to do is start testing out the flame torcher, and hopefully not too much smoke, and I don't get too many people calling the fire department on me, but I'm hoping that doesn't take place. I'm just gonna do small areas and see how it goes. So let me go ahead and get this thing cranked up and test this thing out in the safest possible way and go from there. My opinions about flame torching your grass to speed up the process of creating a new beds for your expansion to your garden, or maybe start a new garden. After performing this task and evaluating the speed, obviously the the flames coming from the flame weed torch, and decided that I do not recommend that you do this at your home. Now I do see the value of the flame weeder inside the beds when you're only hitting 1 or 2 weeds that are spread out and it's not creating an actual fire scenario. So what I've been doing is been watering in between small sections, and now have determined that what I'm going to do is not use the flame weeder anymore, only in the garden, and then I am just going to start tilling. Now we'll see. I know what's going to happen when I do that, and I know that later on I will be paying the price for the extensive amount of weed pressure that I might be creating in the garden. But I am going to do a cover crop of Sudan grass over this, so that should help suppress and act as my tarp over the ground to suppress these weeds. In his new ground, as I till it, I'm assuming I'll be bringing up all the weed bank seeds that are deep into the soil and tilling those up. So I'm gonna have it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens, but stay tuned. I will be breaking out the tiller and hitting this ground and see the issues that lie beneath the grass, how much roots, rocks, stumps, concrete, you name it. You just never know what's underneath their ground until you start digging it up. So let's see what happens. Well, that wasn't good. I don't know if you saw the smoke come out of the tiller. So, even like farms, I guess, a small gardener is going to constantly have problems too. You know, a little bit about gardening is a garden has a lot to teach you about life. You have your ups and your downs. You got to be patient. So I'm going to go fix this tiller, find out what's going on, and I'll catch you on the next video, or the next part of this video. All right, I'm back. That was an adventure. So I don't know if you picked up from the video from just a second ago that the tiller overheated and started to smoke out. And so I went ahead and pushed it all the way back to the shed, let it cool down. I checked out the oil while I was doing. I went ahead and just changed the oil in it. It didn't look that bad, but might as well just change the oil. And then I noticed the rubber belt that propelled the tiller from the motor came off as well. So I'm just hitting some really hard ground with some stones, and it's giving this tiller I have a run for its money. So I'm back at it, and I'm gonna finish this job and let's check this thing out. All right, looks like the tilling has ended today with this broken belt. So hopefully my local Discount Auto or Advanced Auto Parts may carry this, but I'll just probably have to order it online. There is a model number on it, so I get this ordered. And all I gotta do now is probably just rake out the chunks of grass out of here and start getting these rocks out. So stay tuned for another video, or maybe I'll just continue with this video, I'm not sure. But thank you very much, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the bell, you know, all that good stuff that everybody says in these videos. But thank you very much, everybody, and happy growing. All right, well, I'm back at it. That was an adventure. Broke the drive belt on the tiller, had to go to multiple auto places, finally ended up at Tractor Supply and found a belt that wasn't exactly the same model number, but it's working, it's the same length, so that's going to work. So that took a lot of time. So let me wrap up this tilling operation to conclude this video, so check this out. Well, I think that concludes the breaking the new ground with the tiller, between the tiller smoking out, the drive belt breaking, changing the oil to, and multiple trips. Spent more time driving around in the town trying to find parts and stuff to fix the tiller than it actually took to till the ground. So, but it's all in having fun here. Stay tuned for some more videos about the addition to the garden. I think the next steps are going to be raking out the grass that was tilled up as much as possible, retilling and trying to find as many rocks as possible, putting the amendments of the soil. Went and bought alfalfa pellets, and I have other stuff like blood meal, bone meal, crab meal that I want to amend in the soil, and about 30 bags of black cow compost I'm going to be putting into this area as well. And the whole goal is to get this new ground prepared for the fall season this year, 2021, and that's coming up real quick. In like 2 months I'm expecting to be planting in this area, and I'm hoping that hopefully I'm not rushing it too much. I'm trying to do as organic practices as possible, so that all the food in here is really good to eat for my family, friends, and selling it at the O-Grills Garden Goodie Stand. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It definitely makes me feel good that you guys are liking what I'm doing. Thank you, everybody.